All right. Let's get things started today. Let's go ahead and first and foremost, let's go ahead. All right. Nice. Let's go ahead and fire up Twitch. We'll fire up my newly unbanned X account. Hell yeah. Big flex. And then enjoy these little garlic knots. From Domino's. Hell yeah. So welcome to another edition of Drivel. Building Drivel, an app that you may or may not like. My name's Adam. I'm talking with my mouth full. So what we're going to do today, if you don't know, let's start there. If you don't know, Drivel is a social network that is a little bit like a highly artistic, opinionated version of Reddit meets Places. So imagine that now every place in your physical world can have its own discussion forum that resembles Reddit. Walk into anything, a Subway, a Panera, a car wash, a botanical garden, a theme park, doesn't matter. Whether or not it's a official place of interest, you can just claim that place. It can be anywhere. It can be your backyard, even if you want it to be, and you can just claim that place, and now that's yours. You're the moderator. And from there, you can actually go ahead and control the discussion there, which is pretty neat. So we want to create that idea. I really want that idea to exist. And I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. So we have a marketing page. And on our marketing page, we allow people to do this, which is to sign up. And we get a lot of signups because we're putting about $80 a day right now from Meta ads. And I'm actually going to show you what that looks like just so you can get a sense of what those ads are doing for us. All right, so here's our two major campaigns that we're using right here. The first one of these campaigns, kind of can't see it. I'll move it over. So the first one of these campaigns, right? The first one that says NYC is just advertising to women in New York City. And then the second one that says DC is just advertising to women in DC. You might ask yourself, why am I just advertising to women? Well, it's because when we did our first campaign launch, what we found out is only women cared. Only women clicked on it. And all of the guys who clicked on it were just like, meh, pass, doesn't matter. And so made the decision, obviously, with that data to decide we're just going to block guys out, Let's not worry about them, okay? I don't need that toxic masculinity in here. We're creating a social network for the ladies, apparently. By the way, this was by mistake. This is just responding to the customers. And so you're looking at three different campaigns. The first one over here, this is our national campaign. And our national campaign is the first one that I started, and that's just to advertise this everywhere, okay? Then we did the DC campaign and then the New York campaign. And my idea for having both of these at the same time is that I want density. I want you to be able to walk into an area where there's other people who have claimed things, and you're able to kind of walk into their content. So let's take a look. All right. So let's look at, is this yesterday and today? Let's look at just today and yesterday. So today and yesterday, we want to look at our cost per registration. That's pretty high. $7.46 is what it's costing me in New York City to go ahead and get ourselves a registration there. You might be asking yourself, what is a registration? Well, it's a good question. I'll tell you. It's when somebody goes to this website, drivel.app, and then they click to join the wait list. And so in that wait list, They have to enter their email address, and then from there, there's also a little bit of a call it feedback survey that we do, and we actually ask them, what is it that you thought you were signing up for? So high intent, especially the people that make it all the way through. Okay. So $7 is somebody who provided an email address there with CAPTCHA protection on, and we watched all the way through the survey. So you might be asking yourself, well, Adam, what does that survey look like? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Here's what it looks like. Very first question we ask people, what did you think you were signing up for? How you doing? What were you signing up for? And so in this case, it's conversations tied to specific places, discovering interesting places nearby, photography app, local community or social app, something else. Okay. And then sometimes people actually fill this in. Not that often, but sometimes they do. The reason why I'm telling you that, also, don't you love our, I know you can't see, like all the way over there, look at our little like ghost. He doesn't have a name yet, but that's like our unofficial mascot. And I've got to show you some stuff with him where he is just like unapologetically cute. Like it is crazy. I got to update the title of my stream. Day 28. All right. Thumbnail must be less than, come on, man. Save. Thumbnail. What's up with my thumbnail? Day 28. I'm trying to set up my, there we go. Okay, so now that we have that mostly working, the first question that people submit is that one. And then another important part of our of Drivel is this kind of aesthetic that we have here, which is this Art Ghibli style. I was corrected because I kept calling it Art Ghibli and people were making fun of me. One more thing for you to make fun of me for. I'm happy to have provided it. And so we ask people, how unique does this style feel? So you can actually see boop, 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 boop. We can see what it looks like. It's almost tempting to just be like, maybe just show. What if we, oh, you know what? This is a good experiment. I think I'm actually going to make it so that we show, well, let's watch some session replays first. So we say, how unique does this style feel? Extremely unique. And how interesting does this style feel? Extremely interesting. Okay, continue. So then we ask, which places do you know and love? Prioritizing accounts for people interested. And so people select these and then they determine, this is one of my big questions here too. If you claimed a place, how interested would you be in moderating it? And then we give them some feedback here. And then finally we say, is Drivel coming to your area? We use location to understand whether you're in an area we're preparing to serve. So I'm going to edit this content today. It's actually going to be the very first thing that I do. And so we're going to use my favorite tool in my tool set, which is VO. This is not my first time using VO, believe it or not. I'm a top 1% creator on VO on both of my accounts, which is kind of fun to find out. Both of my accounts have a little bit over, I believe it's 20,000. It was like 19,000 prompts, each one of them. Kind of crazy when you look back at it. Started using VO in 2025, tail end of 2025. No, actually, just kidding. Mid 2025, kept using it. And I think we did, it was like 20,000 prompts in just that year for like 8 months. And then this year, I have two accounts, one with my business, one personal. Both of them, I think, have 19 and 18,000 prompts, respectively. So what is that? I'm kind of curious. So what day are we at? We're like, man, January, March. So we're in July. Okay, so let's just say, let's do this. 365 divided by 2. So let's just say there's 182 days. 19,000 divided by 182. So that's 104 prompts per day. That's pretty, I'm using it a lot. I'm paying them a lot of money. Also, not sponsored, but this is the best energy drink. And I'm saying that as somebody who has tried all the energy drinks. Don't tell me about your Alani Nu. Don't tell me about your Raw. Don't tell me about, I don't want to hear about it. Celsius, I don't want to hear about it. Red Bull, come on. This is Ghost, and they're not all bangers, but I'm going to tell you the Ghost Sour Strips, okay? This is so important. go to 7-Eleven, Ghost sour strips. There's nothing else to talk about. Incredible stuff. Incredible. That's my terrible Tony Hinchcliffe impression. All right. So if we're here, what we want to do is we want to find out. Oh, I'm going to show you one more thing while I'm here. And that is I created a dashboard that I exposed to everybody by mistake. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. There we go. So what do you guys think of this? Pretty cool, huh? So we can see where everybody has signed on, where the density is right now. We have a lot of density in this kind of Virginia, Maryland area. I've been playing around with this style, by the way, of the Drivel logo. But I want to use the fuchsia color. Color the period next to Drivel, the fuchsia color, and also the blip. So let's get that cranking. And while we're here, we're going to go to my second favorite place, which is Post Hog. So if you followed me even just a little bit, I could attribute literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of revenue to this platform, which is Post Hog. And this is, I think it's called like a customer intelligent platform, something like that. It lets you do all sorts of behavior research, web analytics, session replay, all that fun stuff. So we're going to start off and look at a little bit of what? Session replay here. Why is it? Okay. So these are all of the signups that we've seen. So this is probably me. So we're going to take a look at these signups. Okay. And what we're doing is we're looking at what people are doing. So look at, if you look in the center, bloop, 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 this center, you'll actually see what people are doing. They're honestly getting into it pretty quick. This is a legitimate fill out. Let's look at this person. Like how long before just getting to the site before they were, this person, what are they looking at it on their freaking watch? So she was in there for what, a couple seconds before she decided to do it? 38 seconds. Okay. So how long before, and I say she just because we're only advertising to women, so we already know it's going to be she. So let's see how long before this person decided to, and I know I can't highlight on here, but I'll just like pause this really quick. There you go. So there's another person 18 seconds before. So they're reading this. And if you can't see it, it says pick any cafe, park, venue, or corner. If nobody has claimed it, make it yours. Start the first conversation. Become a moderator. Easy. Cool. Let's look at this one. So here's our dark mode. I like dark mode a little bit better, but I was informed by a couple women that I trust that maybe light mode was a little bit more appealing. So this person, man, this is another one, okay? 32 seconds before they decided to move forward. That's kind of crazy to me, if I'm being entirely honest. That's kind of crazy. Okay. I don't know, what is this? I'm trying to make a little like poll here. Can I not do a poll? It's like not letting me do a poll. End poll. There we go. Start a poll. Start poll. There we go. Okay. That's super weird. I don't know what's going on with the poll. Anyway, I wanted to look at some experiments that we've been running. So we're running two experiments right now. The first one is trying to determine if people like dark mode or light mode. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we're going to jump into, we're going to go to here. We're going to go here. And I'm going to show you what dark mode looks like. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so it does seem like Versal flags are not, I'm sorry, Post Hog flags are not getting shown in the Flag Explorer, which is a little bit of a bummer. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, this is our dark mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at light mode. And then we're going to do, I believe, the highest. We're going to do a change that I'm a little bit worried about. I'm going to be totally honest. I've been sandbagging these last couple days because I've been really worried about moving people into the actual app. Like honestly, I'm legitimately concerned that nobody is going to care. If I'm just leveling with you, I'm totally concerned that nobody's going to care and that they're going to get into that app and they're going to just hate it. Or even worse, they're not going to do anything and they're not going to tell me why. So the good news is we have their email address. And so what I want to do now is I want to take every single person. We're going to take every single person and drop them into a flow that allows us to get them to take their kind of first picture. Okay. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So to do that, we are going to go to app.drivel.app. And so we should see our claim, claim start. So this was kind of breaking yesterday, and I actually don't know why it was breaking. I'm telling you guys, sour strips is the truth. I cannot imagine anything tasting better than that. All right. Okay, so we're going to go to, what is it? Is it claim start? Claim start. So this is going to be a login-less claim page. Does that make sense? Login-less claim page. And so we're going to add a nice background here, but let's start out with a photo. And then what photo are we going to use? Let's just use this guy. Okay. So I want to see. So we can say, okay. You know what? I actually want to do another image. And the reason why is because this is already giblified. So let's do this. Claim start. So the photo we're going to use, let me see if I can find a photo. There you go. So there's a photo of just like a standard car wash, just an everyday car wash. I'm going to say it's lock 25. Yes, this is my place. So I don't like, okay, so a couple things I don't like there that we're going to optimize. All right. On the claim start workflow, we need to show them the Cliply style photo before asking for the sign up. So let's start out with that. That reminds me, I think I'm going to move to VO Max Fast instead of Soul. Now that Luna is out, I haven't tried it yet. So we got to nail that claim flow. It's just incredibly important to nail that because the very first thing we want people to do is to claim something that's near them. Okay. Okay. So I guess we're going to have to take a look. So this is our GeoAppify. So this is our dark mode. The first experiment that we ran was if people wanted comments or no comments on the main screen, if they were likely to convert. And it seems really likely that no comments is higher. So meaning when there's the no comment block on the marketing screen, people seem more likely to go ahead and take a look. So that's something to learn. Anyway, while this is chugging, I'm going to speed this up with a faster model because I want to use max fast instead. And we're using, I think we're using GPT-5.6 Soul. Okay. Oh, we got a big ass error. This breadstick is so good. These are the Domino's breadsticks or bread bites. I don't know what to call them. Yeah. Really good stuff. And nothing better than washing it down with these, again, ghost sour strips. Like, this is the truth. Like, you don't even know, but this is so good. By the way, if you found my stream, this is like the beginning of the stream today, but are you a developer? Are you near a developer? Are you thinking about being a developer? Are you building something of your own? It's always cool to know. This is Drivel. We're trying to build this to its first 10,000 users, and we got to get to 250 first. And I talk about that in one of my other videos, which is how to go from 250 to 10,000. And the magic is that the 250 users have to be really well-picked users. And so we've spent the last marketing sprint, which is about, I think, going on a week now, of dumping money into Meta ads. We're dumping $80 a day, which is not that much, but, you know, $80 a day is a lot for, you know, normal average person. We're trying to figure out if there's product market fit, and we've been refining what the ads say and how they look so that the person that comes in is the type of person that wants to claim a place and begin talking about it in the Drivel app. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the claim start. I am a little bit concerned that every time this is loading, it's looking broken, and I don't love that. Okay. So we'll add a photo here. We're going to pick our allow location access. Oh, yeah, that's right. Pro tip, it's a location-based social network. It tends to need location access. Where is it? Claim place. Get out of here. Okay, so this is our claim flow. It looks like dog shit. I mean, we're going to do a lot better than this. The rest of the app looks so much better. I'm going to just drag on what the app looks like just so you guys can kind of see what the mobile version is. If I dump this over here, you'll kind of get a pretty good idea of what our mobile version looks like. Again, I mean, you might think to yourself, hey, it kind of looks a little bit like Reddit. And yeah, we took a little bit of inspiration. And by the way, when I say we, I literally mean me and AI. Okay. So where are we? We are adding a place photo. So I think location access is on here. I'm going to use my, there we go. Okay, so this is showing me places that are near me using my GPS of my phone. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to say, yes, this is my place. And so what it's doing right now is it's creating my Ghibli style image. Look at that. Tell me that that's not at least a little bit cool. Doesn't matter where you are in life. Doesn't matter how old you are, man, woman, whatever. That's freaking neat. Okay, look at this. Imagine that you can point this to anything in your life now and see this kind of, I don't know, maybe more artistic format. So we'll say save image and claim. And so now we're in sign up mode. Let's just do this. Okay, and then we'll create our account. So what this should do from yesterday, nice, claim could not be completed yet. Okay, let's see. I did get a sign up notification, but I don't know why that didn't work. Let me see if I have the console here. Okay, I do have console. What is it saying? What? I'm going to tell VO getting the following on sign up attempt. I'm also going to give it the address that I just used. So I'm hoping that it's smart enough. Try this address. By the way, we are using, if you're curious, using Supabase. And the reason why I use Supabase for database storage, first, it's Postgres as the database. So if you're a developer, you might be familiar with Postgres. And most importantly, though, is it has a really robust MCP. And what that means is that as I'm working with this inside of VO, I can be asking database questions. I can say, hey, what does my table look like? How many people have signed up today? I can do all sorts of shit like that. And it's actually pretty badass. So let's see if we could figure out why this person was not able to sign up. That sign up flow is critical. Okay. We're still thinking over here. Let me drag this over here so you can see it over my shoulder. Is that a little bit better? There we go. Cool. There we go. I like that I can point to stuff with this like green screen thing, but you know what sucks about it is it's reversed. So like my camera is that way and my arm is that way, and I guess I have dyslexia. Just found it out. Self-diagnosed, guys. You heard it here first. I got a funny question the other stream. People were like, "Why should I trust you?" Great question. You shouldn't. Like, don't trust somebody on the internet. Didn't like your parents tell you that? Don't trust anybody on the internet. I'm just trying to sell you my course. I'm just kidding. I don't have a course. I quit my job. I don't have any 9 to 5, so to speak. And the combination of my apps and services together, I think this month we've done like a little bit over 46K this month. And Drivel has been an idea that's been just kind of clunking around my head for the longest time. I'm like, where is all of this thought going? You're at a freaking soccer field, you're at a community center, you're at all of these places, and you want to talk about stuff, you want to interact with people who have been there. But how do you do it? And the answer is it depends. It's like, are you a Facebook person? Well, Facebook is not, I mean, Facebook is themes, groups, places, sure, but I didn't really want like an everything app. I think a specific app is actually much better. So in any case, we're building Drivel to solve that. And what we found out during our marketing sprint was something, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird, is that women ages 25 to 45 really resonated with the ads. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't understand women. But they clicked at a rate that was about 16 times higher than men. That's crazy to me. So long story short, we're only marketing to women because they think this is cool. So there you go. I'm more than a little bit concerned that this is just failing. It looks like a TurboPack problem. I'm going to just restart the dev server and see if that does anything for me. We'll give it a shot. RBC call was missing the required P hours arguments to supervise. What? So let's see. So my big goal right now, we've had a little bit over 100 users that have signed up on the wait list. Now, are all 100 of those 100? I think it's 119. Are all 119 of those users going to become people who actually join the app? I have no idea. We're going to find out. All right, so that the refresh seemed to work, by the way. So that's good, at least. Yeah. So now let's see if we could try that again. The way we're going to do it is we're just going to start a brand new claim. Claim, start. I know this looks like ass because we haven't styled it at all. All right, so it's going to find places when I do this. I'm going to give it location access. Yes, this is my place. If you just saw that, that was ridiculous. Did it? All right, there we go. Cool. So this is our Ghibli preview. So this is a little car wash. This is a real car wash. I just uploaded this picture. Boom, there's our Ghibli style car wash. I do like how it took the some interesting creative direction there where it changed all of it to Japanese. That's the first time it's done that. We're going to have to edit our prompt to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Yep. Okay, save this image and claim. Testing July 31. Email. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Google sign up here. I can look at all of the email addresses that people have already joined with, and we're just going to use that. Okay, let's create that account. Boy. Now the question is, did it claim it? Yo, let's go open my place. What does that mean? Lock 25 is yours. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't even tell it to do that. Okay. Are we in lock 25? Yo, actually that flow was not freaking bad. I like that. Let's go, man. All right. Testing July 31. That's me. Let's make sure our authentication holds. It does. Okay, so now here's what you could do. So I'm a moderator, remember? Let's just say I have an idea. I want to get this guy. This is my favorite guy. All right. Give this guy a hat that says. Okay. Let's see. Here's an update. I'm the moderator of this place, and my rules go. So now we have a place. This is our own place. I can go ahead and share it. I can do all sorts of stuff with it. So let's add an image. Not that that's necessary. We already have an image. There you go. All complete. So this is a post. If you're familiar with Reddit, this is a post. And there we go. So I did want to create things. This is important to me. So I'm the moderator now. Seriously, you ready for this image? I love this image. I just made this. There you go. Look at me. I'm the moderator now. Post. Sick. All right. So let's see how this looks on mobile. Now, the cool thing is this is like my place now. So whenever people are near this place, they're actually going to see my posts. And inside of each one of these posts, we have threaded conversation, again, a la Reddit. Same thing as Reddit. All right. Let's try that. Let's see if this works. All right. So now we've got lock 25 on a lock. And if everything worked correctly, that also means that this should show up in my group of places here. And it does. That's mine. Cool. So that's the full trip, guys. That's what we wanted to do. A couple other unique things that you can do. You could create pinned places over here, which is kind of neat. You could add photos. You can see other people. All sorts of cool shit. Let me see. So now that we've got that done, I'm tempted to do some boring stuff right now. Do you know what boring stuff is going to be? It's going to be different sign up. So when they do the sign up, I do want to allow people to use Gmail. All right. Let's go into post hog and let's do some analysis really quickly on the email address domain. All right. right. I need a graph. This is like a Hassan Piker moment. I need a graph that shows me distribution between what? Distribution between email domains that signed up. Let's try that. Create a SQL insight that extracts the domain from the email. So here's what I want to do. I want to find out the domains that people are using to sign up, and then what we'll do is we'll integrate no matching events. What? What are you talking about? Interesting. All right, let's see why that didn't work. While we're here, if you don't know, I was going to say, if you don't know, now you know. Authentication is so freaking easy, man. I've had a long development career that I am so excited to be done with. And authentication is like the easiest thing ever now. Supabase makes it so simple. Authenticate with Google is literally like one freaking button. Like you just do it, you're done. Everything's fine. I literally can't even believe it. All right, so let's go to authentication. And we're going to go to sign in providers. And then I think we have Google already enabled. Nice. So Google will be one. The funny thing is we can do Facebook authentication right here. We already know everybody came from Facebook. So it's almost like that might be the one that makes the most sense. I have not done, I'll be honest with you, I've not done Facebook authentication before. So I need to actually look at the docs here. There we go. Gmail signup, 63. Yahoo, and then Proton, and then the rest is who cares. So Gmail is the one. So what we'll do, let's do this. I do want to do Facebook. I wonder if Facebook gives me an email address. Okay, on the claim start page, when someone signs up, can we add the post hog Supabase Gmail sign in? I have already set up the provider in Supabase. I know you can't see that. Let me move that over a little bit. Sorry about that. Dude. So let's, I want to see if this works so that we can get now, this is going to give us the ability to sign in with Google. And we just found out that the majority of everybody who signs in is a Gmail address. So that should cover everybody. I did have a question. I'm going to ask the question over here on the old Chat Jupiter. Let's ask Jippity. If I use Facebook sign in, do I get access to email address? I do want to use the Facebook sign in because remember, like everything I'm doing is coming from Instagram or Facebook. That's where all of my ads are. So I can get 100% of people by just doing that. Not the email alone. The user can decline the email permission, may return no email. So they can do it and not give me the email, but they can't do it with G Suite. They cannot do it with G Suite. There is no way. So we're going to get our G Suite spun up. What do you think about this, though? I feel like this is really good. I mean, it looks good to me. I like it. I do want to build in, and this is probably something silly that I just need to loop on. I did want to build in a sort of like character customizer where everybody's character is just this like, amorphous cloud, spooky ghost thing. So let's do this. Now, I had done Google Auth previously, but I was having some issues with the session. Like you would log in and it just would not persist it. So I'm going to hope that we don't run into that tonight. Tonight's going to be a shorter stream. But if you want to, if you're at this stream, go to drivel.app right now. Sorry, app.drivel.app. That's the secret. Go to app.drivel.app right now. Make yourself an account, okay? And then let me know in the chat if you've done that. We'll go ahead and make you like a super mod so you can see everything around your area. Just tell me what you think. I always open things up during the stream. So kind of if you're here while the stream is going on, you can go ahead and just get an account without a beta invite. Beta. Man, I feel like we're going to get a weird error here again, but that's okay. Fun fact, my air conditioner broke for like the third time. Just a pain in the ass. And it's like 80 degrees upstairs. So that's fun. That is fun. Again, have you guys left to go get your sour strips yet? I'm telling you, this is important. Sour strips Ghost Energy, not sponsored yet. But this is real. So we're going to mess with our G Suite stuff next stream. By the way, 8 o'clock Eastern every night, 7 days a week. I think we're on day 26, maybe. I think we're on day 26. Anyway, love having you guys. Gives me somebody to talk to. Have yourself an awesome evening. I hope you're shipping something fun. If you want to, tell me about it. Email me, join Drivel. I'm trying to make it into what you guys want. So super excited to see what you have to say. You guys have a great one, and most importantly, enjoy your weekend.